Hi, welcome to Tutors Funny channel. Today I'm going to make the full stack development using Node.js with MySQL and front-end application we are using the Angular framework. So here you can see here I'm going to add the new student record. Let us show the demo first. So I'm going to add the new record as John course Java fee 5000. Click save button. Here record is saved. You can see here record is saved. If you are going to edit the record, if you click the edit button here, editable record will be, you will be able to see, you can change it. It will be able to change. If you want to make the changes something else here, Niman, I'm going to change the instead of the PHP, I'm going to change it as a Python. Hit save button. This time record is updated. Okay, perfect. Right? After that, if you want to delete the record, click delete button. Record has been deleted. This simple system how to do step by step will teach. Hi friends, welcome to Tutors Funny channel. Today I'm going to teach how to make the simple CRUD application using Node.js with MySQL. Let us show the demo first. The full RESTful API. So here will be tested, right? So first this is the APIs, right? Get all. This is the port. This is the API. You have set it. Click send button. Okay. All the student details should be displayed here. You will be able to see the details, right? If you want to add the record, so you have to write the post method add. We have set the method in our backend add. Okay, so here this is the record. I'm going. This is the JSON format. I'm going to set student name as Raja. Course BBA fee 2 lakhs. Click send. Student created successfully. Now if you want to see the new added record, it will be added on that. Here the Raja will be added. BBA, this RESTful API is working successfully. You will be able to see the RESTful API. It's working perfectly well, right? So this is the structure. But after that, if you want to update the record, you go along with the update part. So here where's the update, right? This is update, right? So here the student update, right? This one. Okay, so here we have to write this put method. We have to write here as update. So to write like this, it's very simple. Right. So let's paste it over here. Let's put method ID. Which ID I'm going to update? ID number 2. ID number 7 will be updated. Course fees I'm going to change this to 1 lakh. BB BA. Raja, you change it BA. Click send button. What happened? API student update 7. So put method I use put. Right. Now the student updated successfully. I haven't saved. That's why it's a problem. Once you change the API, I haven't saved changes. Student update change. Right. It's working. Now if you want to delete the record, delete. Delete also I have to change the API as student delete slash. Then only will be easily identify the things, right? Okay. Slash student, right? Now let's make the student this record. I'm going to delete. So delete request 7. Student deleted successfully, right? It's working perfectly well. Now if you want to find the record, if you want to write the student find record, you have to enter the relevant ID. Sorry, find me get request not available. That ID record is not available. Here 5 record will be displayed. Okay. Okay, now this is a simple CRUD operation. How to do step by step will teach using Node.js along with the MySQL. Right. Now first step what I'm going to do is here If you are not installed the XAMPP server in your machine, you must install it. After that, after install it, you have to go to the MySQL, create the database. You have to start the MySQL and create the database, right? You have to start the ports. Okay, now what I'm going to do is, after that, go to new db db. You have to write here as school, SM school. I'm going to give SM school, SM school. Click create. Database has been created as SM school. I create the fields. Inside the SM school, we have a table which is a student table. Create the columns, ID, primary key, go to increment. After that, ST name, course fee. These are the fields I'm going to create. Hit save button. Your database has been saved. Okay, your database name is DB school. Your student is your table. Right. Now, what I'm going to do is, if you are not installed Node.js, you have to install the Node.js. Go to Node.js install. Go to the respective website. You will be able to install the version, right? You will be able to install the, you can select the corresponding operating system and you have to install. Okay, right. After install that, you will be able to check whether it is installed or not in your machine. You have to type node space version. It will be coming, right? Right. Now what I'm going to do is, after that, I'm going to install the, I'm going to go to do the project. So I'm going to go to the project in Node.js. I'm going to create the node MySQL. Here I'm going to inside the folder. I'm going to create the project, right? So how to create the project? You have to type cmd. Now I'm going to create the new project of Node.js. So you type npm init plus enter. Now if you have package, you just press enter key. This one, if you need, you can give package version and description. You can give. I leave as it is and press enter key, and I don't need this one. All the things I have to, right? This is a package JSON file. This is a must. Okay, it will be created, right? So you will be able to see where's your project you have created. Note this one. Here you will be here. This is your project you have created. Yeah, you have to press yes. Right. If you press yes, here you will be able to see here the inside the project your package JSON is created. Now you can see here. If you are going to open the project, you can open it on the VS Code editor by typing this command. You have to type code space dot. Your all the projects. This project will be the package JSON file will be open into your VS Code editor. This is how we have simply have to create the project. The basic one. Whatever dependencies you have downloaded, it will be added into this package.json. The default it come like this. The package.json you will be able to see. Right, this is a simple one, right? So now we have to download the corresponding dependencies. So what are the dependencies we have to download? We have to download the corresponding dependencies. This is very important dependency you have downloaded. First dependency I'm going to download it as Express, npm Express. Click on here. Click on this. You have to paste it over here. Press enter key. Second dependency, I'm going to install it as a body parser. npm body parser. So to install this one. So to click on this one, you have to install it. Third one, I have to install it as npm mysql. These three dependencies must. All things you have to in order to install dependency, you have to type npm. This is important. Npm is we have to install the node modules. We have to type this npm command. Right? Click on this one. Okay. You have to paste it here. You don't want to write this one. Okay. You have all the things are there. You just copy and paste this command. So if you have while you typing if get any error, it won't work. Just if you just copy and paste it, you have to avoid this all the errors. Right? These are the things you have to install it. Right? After installed, you can see the package.json, the MySQL is install it, Express is install it, and body parser. These are the three dependencies installed as new. Okay. After that, what I'm going to do it here as I'm going to create a file. Right click new file. You have to create the file server.js. Now, first you have to implement all the dependencies, right? So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to write the express. So how to implement the express? You have to write like this constant. You have to create a variable express. You have to implement here. If you this all things they explain while you installing express here npm express how to use this one here they are given the instruction. Okay, you no need to type the command, the instruction are given here. They are simply given the instruction how to use this app. So copy this one, you have to follow the steps. That's it. Here required express. How do you see how to say app? You have to make it as server. If you write, you keep it as app. Okay, I will change it as server. Right? This is how they use it app. After that, body parser. Body parser also how to use the body parser. They explaining the documentation. Body parser. You no need to type them. You get them over here. They simply they written. Okay, everything is there. Instead of here, this one you have to make it as constant. That's it. After that, we have to write MySQL. MySQL also you have to go to the dependency MySQL. How to use them? They are given. MySQL you have to write like this, simple. Okay. Yeah, this is the command you have to write MySQL also. Click on MySQL. Right, that's it. These are dependencies installed. You have to get this one. Save on, right? These are dependencies, right? Okay. Now this is the app Express. This is the server. This is a server in Node.js. Okay, this is server Express. Okay, server you have to run the server. First, what I'm going to do is I'm going to first step I'm going to create the database. I already create the database and run the server port. Okay, so here we have to establish a database connection. Right, establish the database connection. Establish the database connection. This is must in Node.js, right? So after establish the database connection, you have to write like this. You have to create the constant variable db equal. You have to write MySQL connection. Create connection. Here you have to specify the database connection. Okay, let's specify the database connection. Simply, I'm going to write like this. You have to open and close bracket. not do the things, right? So inside here, what I'm going to do is, you have to write like this, okay? Don't worry, I'll provide the source code, okay? Host, localhost means this is the localhost, local machine. While installing the RAM server, default username is root, password is blank. If you want to, if you change the password, give the password here, okay? After, what are the DB you are created? What is the DB we have created? DB SMS school, this school DB you have to given here, right? This is simple things, okay? We have to configure, right? After that, what I'm going to do is, after that, after done the stuff, we have to uh, after that we have to check it, check in the DB. After that, I'm going to check in the DB whether it's working fine or not. We have to check the DB. We have to check the DB, right? So what I'm going to do is, now I just copy this one, paste it over here and check it, right? So here is the DB connect function. You have to create a separate function, error function. You have to create error if it is any problem with the database, it will connecting any problem, error throwing. If it is connected successfully, connect the DB, right? So let's test that whether the connection is successful or not, database connection. You have to go here. This is my project. I'm going to run the command cmd node server. It's your project server file.js. The data successfully connected DB. The database connection is success, right? The database connection is success. After that, we have to specify the port, right? You have to specify the port. You have to specify the port. Right. Let me see how to specify the port. So let's copy this one, paste it over here. You have to write the server, express server. You have to write like this. Dot listen. Listen is another property. Listen. You have to type the. You have to set the port like this. You can change any port. You can change 80, 87, 88. It will work, right? Check if there is any. If you have to write a separate function here. How to write this function simple. You have to write here. Is here, instead of writing, you have to write like this here. Server, first you have to write server.listen 8080. Right, that's it. Okay, so you have to write the function. Simple function you have to write. Just copy and paste here. If you write if error, open and close bracket, else db, paste it over here. Right. Now what I'm going to do is, how to this implement this one is copy it, paste, copy it, cut off this line. You have to write comma, you have to paste it. This how you have to write like this. Okay, this bracket, you have to close them here. Here this bracket, open bracket. That's it. That's how we have to write the command. Very simple. Okay. Now let's check whether it's working fine or not. This is a port. You have to assign the port. Now let's check it whether the port is where. Control S save. Go here. Again you have Control C to Control close it. Again run the server. Here start. The port is started and DB connected started. Both are same. Right. Now instead of writing each and every time, you have to restart the server. Simply you have to write a node one. You have to install node one. It automatically take care of it. If you make the changes will be automatically changes rather than you have to restart the code. Otherwise, again, if you compile all the time, you have to compile. Control C to close this one. Now I am going to install the npm run nodeman. Nodeman installation successfully completed. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to how to start the server now. Not node server.js. Instead of that, you write nodeman server.js. Now you have to up the server like this. Okay, rather than up the server using that one, you have to, it will be up your server it different way here. Now it will be, if you make the changes, it take care of it here. If you do this one as a error, if you are do anything, save all, it automatically here, it's automatically refresh it. Okay, it's simple. You have to do like this in Node.js. Right, very simple. Right. Now what I'm going to do is, here first what I did is, yes, establish the database connection. Here we have to establish the port. So assign the port. You have to port. Right. This is the port where your server is running. Node.js server is running. 8085. You are given the 8085. Okay. Right. Perfect. Now what I am going to do is, after that, we have to write the insert query first. Right. Insert query. Very simply, you have to write an API. Right. First, I am going to this code. I will explain. Don't worry. Right. The insert code. Here you have to write server post when the API come like this. API student add. Okay. When the API is coming like this. Okay. When you are requesting the APIs, you have to write like this. Is the efficient way to write the APIs. Right. You have to write API student add. This is the efficient way to write the API. The API student we had. When the URL is coming like this, you have a request and method. So first what I'm going to, let's details. So first we have to, these are the details. We have to add that into the Postman. Okay, student name, course and fee. What are the requests coming here? What are the requests you added in the Postman? This is a request. Request body. It's a predefined request body. What's the name? We are given this name, student name. What are the details we are going to add? These three fields inside our database. Okay, you can see this, the name, course, fee, right? Okay, it will be here. You have to set the prepare statement like this. In Node.js, you have to write a prepare statement like this, question mark, right? What's the name of the student table? Which is student table, right? Insert into DB query. You have to write a query. SQL details. These details. If there's an error, error will be displayed. So you have to create a variable error. If there's an error occur, you have to write student created fail. If there is no error, you have to write the request send as a just status to student created successfully. This is how it will be working. Right now, let's save all and check whether it's working fine or not. For the Postman, we have to the post, write a post request, because the request is must. Okay, if you are given here post request, when you add the record, you have to change the request method as action method as post. If it is retrieving the record from the database, action method is get. If you update something else, post. If it is a delete request, delete. Okay, right now the post request, so you have to make it as a post. Here we API. What's the API you are given here? Add the records. Add. So the same API add, right? So this is a post request. So here it will be coming like this. You have to go to the row. You have to open bracket and close bracket. Inside here you have to write like this in Postman. So same name. This is the names you have been setting to your database. Your frontend here. Okay, these are the values you are going to pass into the database. The same name similar to this name, database name. Then only it will be added. Okay, now let's check whether it's working. The port is we have set, but the port is must. The server is running on which port? 8085. Okay, so if you want to, you can change the port. Your port, what is the port? Your server is running. You can write like this. Then you easily understand. So when you can check the port is changed. If it is not changes, you can press Ctrl C. Then it will be applying. Okay, it will be applying. If there is any problem with the anything is stuck, you Ctrl C. Then what is the changes you After that, we have to write the body parser over here. Server use body parser JSON. We have to use body parser JSON, right? Now here, now what I'm going to do is, now here we have to go to the Postman. We have to, this is the port where we have to post the request, okay? You can see the port. This is the port we have to add. This is a port, local, this is the port, this is the API. Okay, this is the API you are using, right? Add. So your record, you have to mark it here as Kishan MA salary fee 2 lakhs. Click send button. What happened? Right. The problem is this. Okay. Uh, yeah, this is a right. You save it. We haven't saved it. Save all, and here the body parser will be save it, right. Save all, right. Restart it. You have to save all. We forgot save all. This is the problem. Now we can edit the record here. It's not created successfully, right? You once what is the server? What is the change you have made? You have to save. Okay, then only it will be applied. Right. After that, you have to retrieve the records. Okay, this is a create the record. Create the record. After that, view the records. View records. Now, after that, view the records. We have to write like this. Simple format. That's how this is the view part. Server get, okay, the when you add the record, you have to write the post method. When you retrieve the record from the database, you have to write a get method. This API student request and response. You have to write here. You have to create the variable var SQL. You have to write the SQL query. Select all from students mean. You have to load the student details, right? All the student details you have to load. DB query. You have to check the query. You have to write the function error and result, right? If it is there any error, it will error displayed. If it is not error, the result will be work. Result send status proof. We have to retrieving the records via the result. Okay, if it is working. Now let's check. Go to Postman. We have to check the request as this one. Which one? API student. This time get request. Click send. Here only student here you added. John. Second one say Kishan. Right. It is working perfectly well. Right. Now after that, the view records or the search record. Search record, how the API works, which we'll check. Search record. You can see server get API student ID. If you type the ID over here, it will be getting the ID, it passing to this variable. First ID is coming here. It scores the SQL, select all from student table, where ID, a student table, here browse, where student table, it will be checking the ID of the matching records. If you type 1, the matching row will be affected. Okay, it will be working, right? Okay, so what is ID is coming here? This variable you are passing here. After that, we have to check the SQL function. It will be, if there is an error displayed. If there is no error, it will be displaying the message as your result will be displayed. Okay, now let's try out this one. This also get request. Here outright ID outright. What is the ID? If you write ID 1 power 2, click send button. Why it's not working? When I haven't saved save the record. I forgot all the times this one. Save, forget it. Now let's save, change here. 2 will be displayed. If it is 1, Okay, it's working. Search is working. Right. Now I'm going to do the update part, update code. Update records. So update records, how the update records will check. When you update the things, you have to write the put method. You have to write the API student ID, request and response. Right. Let you have to write the variable, right? Update student set says st name. What is the request body st name? Here request body means the request body. This is a request body. This is a body tag. Okay, what are the changes you have to make? Okay, so that's the thing you have to write. You have to set name, st name, course and fee you have to write. Okay, where are the id? What's the id you are typing over here? You putting and it will change the records. Okay, okay, where the getting the corresponding id and the relevant id matching value will be changed. Okay, right? So here it will be matching. Let query, it will be changed, right? So here right here a, if we will create the variable like this. Perfect. Now let's do the things. Now let's check it. We'll be checking the update part. This one should be put method student update one, student one id one. I'm going to change it as this one John, and John I will be the same. Here also MBA I'm going to BBA. Course fees I'm going to change it as 1 lakh. Save. Why what's the problem? It's not working. Save it. Okay, the problem is here. What is the thing is here I have to make it as update. Let's put it as update. Okay, write a update. Then only you can understand it. Okay, now let's save all. The API, you have an API student update. I have written over here like this. Okay, now let's send here student updated successfully. Right, perfect. Now I'm going to delete the record. So just update the record. Delete records. Call this one. Server delete. Okay, so here student delete, right? Delete method. Delete, right? When the user type this URL, API student delete the ID, the record will be deleted. Delete from student where the what is the ID is coming here, the particular row will be deleted. Okay, now let's check. Delete request. Here delete. Click send button. Record deleted. Now our backend is finished using Node.js with MySQL. Now here I'm going to preparing my front-end application using Angular. So what I'm going to do is here I'm going to create a new folder. I'm going to create a new folder. Node MySQL project. Right. Inside here I'm going to put it this project. Node MySQL. This project. Control X to cut off. Paste it on. Control C to copy this one and paste it on Node MySQL project. Paste it over here. Okay. Now here I'm going to ready with my front end application, which is a Angular. So go to the respective website, which is a Angular CLI. You type Angular CLI. So here it goes to here. Right. So here click on this link. Now here I'm going to install the Angular. right? So okay, this one npm cli control c to copy here cmd, paste it, control press enter key on your keyboard. It will configure in the project. After that I'm going to create a new Angular project, copy this command. After that, create an Angular new project, copy this command, paste it over here, press enter key. Now you have to create the Angular new project. Okay, if you want you can change the name. Okay, I leave it as default one. You have to select here as SDS. You have to wait until the installation completed. Project installation successfully completed. I'm going to open on this one as a VS Code editor, code space dot. If you are not installed the VS Code editor in your machine, you must install it. Right. Now here, what I'm going to do is, right, keep unturned. Right. Here, first what I'm going to do is, I'm going to my backend. This is a backend application. I'm going to run it. I stop it accidentally. I'm going to run it. Node.mon server.js. You have to up your server first. Right, your server is upping. Now your server get up. Okay, perfect. Now after that, what you are going to do is you go here, over here. You have open on your VS Code. This is your project. Sorry, I have opened the wrong path. Go here. This is my project. Okay, VS Code. This is the project. I'm going to open on VS Code. The cmd code space dot. My front end I'm going to open on the VS Code editor. There is a folder structure available in my front end. Okay, this is a front end application. Earlier I opened here. That's why both front end and back end both open. I need only the folder which is reside on the front end, which need to be open. Okay, so you have to type the address bar here cmd code space dot. It will be open up on your VS Code editor. So all the folder structure will be open on your VS Code editor successfully. You will be able to see. Now here what I'm going to do is, here if you are go to src folder, inside the src folder there is a default component. This one should be the app component. Okay, so here we have the single page application index.html. Right, this is an index page HTML. It's called the approved. Approved means it's available in the here approved. You can see the ts file. Say approved. It will be running this application. Okay, whatever I written in the approved, it will be running here. This is the output which will be running in the welcome page. Okay, if you are run the application. So now what I'm going to do is, after that what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go to, this is my front end. Here I'm going to create a new model, new component, ng generate c component, the student cred. This is a component I'm going to create. Press enter key. You have to wait until the component has been created. My component has been created successfully. Now let's go to check here inside the app folder. There is a folder which is created newly as student cred. Inside the cred, html, css, ts. These three files has been created successfully. First start, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go to the ts file. Here we have write the logic first. Okay, so here first what I'm going to do is, first I'm going to create the variables. So I'm going to, I already created, so I just paste it. I'll be explain it. So first what I'm going to do is, here first I have created the array list for load the table. So student array any equal array list. After that create the variable is loaded false, is updated activate false. You have to create these variables. After that we have to create these three variables, right? So this one we don't need them. We have to keep it, right? No problem. Now you can see here student name, course fee. We have created three different variables. Three variables are string variable. We have to make it a string. After that, we have to create the blank variable. This is the current student ID. These are the variables we have to create. Okay, right? And we have to array list. These three things you have to create. After that, go to the component. Before go to the component.html, I'm going to the model http model.ts. We are here. We have to import something. We have to import the libraries. So here we have to import some libraries over here. Okay, so how to import the libraries? So here, right here you have to import the libraries. So you have to write comma, you have to write form model form module. After that, we have to write another module. You have to write module http client module, comma http client module. So here it not to open here. It will be click on here this bulb symbol. It won't work the path. You have to manually type this path. Here I'll be. Don't worry. This course code I'll provide you. This is the path which will be you have to manually type. Import HTTP model inside this bracket from this is reside on at Angular common HTTP. In this folder it will be available at Angular. Inside Angular common HTTP. You have to manually type this one if it is not working right. Then only you go here student CRUD component. Here you have to pass your HTML and CSS file. Right. Before that, I'm going to install the Bootstrap. So how to install the Bootstrap? npm I mean install Bootstrap. Press enter key. You have to wait until the Bootstrap installation completed. Now here the Bootstrap installation successfully completed. Now we have to set the path of the Bootstrap. Go to the style.sss. Here your Bootstrap install inside the node modules folder. You can have a Bootstrap. Now you can see the Bootstrap over here. At this path we have to specify inside this style.ss file. So here you have to give the path. The path here. Right, then now everything perfect. Now let's what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to get this form. The simple form I will explain. If I write step by step, it takes too much of time to complete the project. That's why I just copy and paste it. I will be explaining. Right. So here now you can see here boost. This is all the Bootstrap class. Div started here, div close it here. Here card here. This is the adding student registration. After that, you have a simple form. Form consists of three fields. Those are student name, course, and fee. Okay, so here it consists of three input fields. Here, first one is a student name, course, and fee. This one should be the fee, right? So here you can see the ng model. This is we are using. We are two-way binding. We are using right. These two things must inside the input box. We have tried ng model. Your name. This is the name which we set in our backend. Okay. So whatever you are type on this text field, it will be reside the value on this variable. Okay. So this variable we are declaring in where in the TS file. This is the variable we are creating. This variable we are using to the ng model. So whatever value you type on the text input text, it will be stored here. Right. That's how we have written. That's the thing we have written over here. Okay. Right. After that, we have a simple table. After that, we have a one button, which is save button. Okay. What is the course name your type, fee your type, it will be stored in these variables are. What is the value on type on this particular text fields? The values are stored in these variables. Okay. After that, we have one button which is a save. It has a one click method save. Okay. Right. So here, after that, we have a one Bootstrap table. Bootstrap table, we have a three columns. It consists of three columns. So we have course and fee, three columns. So here you can see the things, right? Inside the T body, we have tried the array, simple array, ng4 mean this is a for loop it, this array. We get a student item, student array, we have student array mean we have to get the array details over here. You can see the TS file. This array, what is the value you are loaded, right? It will be loading here. It will be one by one, it is passing along with the IDs, right? So when you go here, HTML TS file, we have to the constructor right. Now here you can see here, this one should be not error. It is asking import the library, right? That's it, right? Okay. Now what I'm going to do is, you can see here we have a constructor. When the form is loaded, the constructor get loaded, right? So here this constructor we have right here. Okay, this name. Then inside the constructor we have to call this method get all student. Mean this all the requests we already tested in the Postman, whether it's the request is working or not. Okay, so when you get the when you call the get method, we load the records, right? So uh, localhost, this is the API we are setting into backend. Okay, so we load the data. Okay, until the data loaded, it will be subscribed. Okay, so it will be get the data into the results data. Here it will be loaded, result loaded true. It loaded result data dot data. It will be loaded and get the output, right? So get the output. After that, if it is registered, well, let me see whether it's working fine or not. After that, I will explain step by step. Right now, this one I am calling to this here. This I am going to remove the app component.html. This is the front end part. I'm going to remove it. All things we need to remove. We remove it. App component.html. We have to remove it. Here we have to set the this one. This model we have set it the TS model T not TS. This is the model we have set it this component to here. When the component is loaded, we have to load the this component first. Right now, let's check it. When you run the application and check whether how the output look like. So ng serve to run the your Angular project. Now here what I'm going to do is here this is the our address for execute the project. I'm going to copy this URL and paste it on the address bar. Now I'm going to paste it over here. Press enter key on your keyboard. Now you can see here whether the output is loaded or not. Now you can see my project is and my API request is running. Now simple one. Now I am going to explain it. So here go to my this is my backend application. This is my backend application. You can check the backend. So you go to the backend. This is my front end. Sorry, my front end. You can see here. First, get all employee. Go to this request. Okay, this is the API I have set it. 90002 API student. So here, if you are testing to our API 002 student, you can see that the same result. It will be displayed over here in the table, right? So what does is it goes, we have specified the array student array here. So this goes to it will be request this particular URL. It will be subscribe until the record is loaded, get loaded, load the result variable. After that result.data, it will be generate all the records into here. So it will be passing to this result to student array. Student array will be passing to our student cred component. Student cred component here. So here component array, all the records should be here. It is passing to the student item. It is putting the for loop and get the items and load it. In G for main, it will be looping. In Angular, we are using the for loop. We are using this like this way, right? Our student ID, student name, student course, student address, one by one it will be getting along with the edit button and delete button, right? That's how it load the records, right? After that, what I did is I'm going to add the records into the database. So we have created the simple function register. The function is created here, close it here. We have created this one, let's body, we have get the variable body. Now here, this is the body. Inside the body, we have created the st name. This is a course and fee. Here, this student name, this course, this fee. These are generated by our form. This is a form record. This form record. You can see this is the form. St name, course, and fee. It will be coming here. Okay, this is the database fields, right? So it goes to the post request. This time post request. So this is the respective API. So this is the body. What is the body? Your form. You are in the form. What you are things you are typing over here. It is sending to your database values here. It goes to here. It added to your database. Okay, until it is subscribed. After where until the record added, it will be subscribed. Okay. After that, you get the alert message. Student registered successfully. Right. That's the thing. It will be doing. Perfect. After at the record, student table will be reloaded, right? After that, we have update and delete the records. Don't worry, this is all the source code I provide you. If you click edit button, this particular row record has been goes to the form. You will be able to save and edit the record with the same button. So what I did here is, when you click the record, it goes to the form data.st name, course, and fee is set into the form values over here along with the ID. After that, once you make the changes here, click save button, record has been updated. So what I'm did here is, this is the updated URL slash the current ID. What's the ID you are getting? This ID is body data, right? So then the record has been updated, right? After that, we have a separate function save. Okay, if the ID is not blank, record is registered. If the ID is exists, record is updated. We have one function, one button, do two different actions. You will be able to see here. Okay. After that, we have a delete. When you click delete button, record need to be deleted. So when you click delete button, it goes to the delete function. This is set delete function. So here we are writing here that set delete function. You can see here set delete here. Go to the here the delete function. When you click the records, you can see the function is set delete. It goes to the along with the ID. It goes to the ID. So here it's ID. Get the ID. Go to the respective URL. Delete the record. This how we are this API request works. Okay, this simple CRUD system we are generated using Node.js with MySQL and Angular. I hope you guys you understood things well. This is all the source code I provide you. Thank you for watching. Now, what I'm once I have missed one things. So here, back to my server.js. Here we have to implement this cross required this one you have to install that. Then only it will be work. So when you request the front end and back end, this cross is the must. Okay, something block the browser. If you are request this one, then only the request will be work. You have to implement this one. Okay, you have to install this one, npm icors cross, and you can use this. You can implement this class. Thank you.